Now we are going to solve the 7th problem in chapter 9. What is mentioned the problem? On your birthday, you measure the activity of the sample bismuth 210, which has a half-life of 5.01 days. Half-life of the bismuth is given. The initial activity that you measure is 1 microcurie. Here 5 things to be found out. First one is the approximate activity of the sample on your next birthday. Second one is decay constant. Third one is mean life. Fourth one is initial number of atoms. The term birthday, that is indirectly tells that the time taken, that is equal to 1 year. 1 year is equivalent to 365 days. By using the given data, you have to find out the following things. Now, we have to solve this problem in 5 steps. First, we will calculate the number of half-lives. What are the given data given here? Half-life period is given 5.01 days. That is the half-life of bismuth. And then initial radioactivity, initial activity is given, that is 1 microcurie. And in between the 2 successive birthday, what is the time duration? 1 year. That is also equivalent to 365 days. First, we will calculate the number of half-lives. How will you calculate the number of half-lives? That is nothing but small n. Are you clear? Small n, number of half-lives is equal to total duration, total life divided by half-life period of the bismuth. So here, in between 2 birthdays, how many days are there? 365 days are there. That is to be divided by half-life period, how much? 5.01 days. Both are in days, therefore this one could be cancelled. Therefore, number of half-life, that one becomes 73 half-lives are there. Are you clear? So this small n is very important. Are you clear? With the help of small n, we are going to calculate the other factors. Make a note. Okay. So this is the first answer that should be calculated. Okay. The next factor to be calculated is approximate activity of the sample on your next birthday. So what is the formula to calculate the activity? R is equal to 1 by 2 whole power of n, R naught is the formula. Here 1 by 2 power of number of half-life is 73. Are you clear? Into R naught, initial activity is 1 microcurie. So don't change the unit. 1 by 2 power of 73, that should be calculated. It can be further written as 1 by 2 power of 73 into 1 microcurie. 1 by 2 power of 73, its answer will be equal to 1.064 into 10 to the power of minus 22. 10 to the power of minus 22. So this is the answer of this portion. If it is multiplied with microcurie, 1 microcurie, you will get the final answer. So here, this one could be approximately taken as 1. The remaining factor is 10 to the power of minus 22. Here 1 microcurie is there. Are you clear? So finally the answer will be 10 to the power of minus 22 microcurie is the answer. So this is the approximate activity of the sample in the next birthday. Are you clear? Now the next factor to be found out is decay constant. What is the formula? Lambda is equal to 0.6931 divided by half-life period is the formula. Therefore, lambda is equal to 0.6931 whole divided by, it is given in terms of days, substitute 5.01 days. The days values to be converted into seconds. How will you convert? 5.01 into 1 day, that should be converted into hours, 24 hours, hours to be converted into second. In 1 hour, how many seconds are there? 3600 seconds. So on the whole, 5.01 days is converted into seconds. Now after simplification, 0.6931 whole divided by the denominator factor that you will get the answer is 432864. Are you clear? This much amount of seconds is there. Now the final answer will be 1.601 into 10 to the power of minus 6 second inverse lambda. That should be given in terms of inverse of second. So this is the answer of the decay constant. Okay. The next factor to be found out is mean life. What is the formula to calculate the mean life? Mean life is represented by the letter tau. The formula is T half divided by 0.6931. This is the formula to calculate the mean life. Now substitute the respective values. 5.01 days divided by 0.6931. So after substitution and calculation, you will get the answer as 7.228 days. Are you clear? This is the value of tau. You should know one thing, that mean life will be always greater than which one? Half life. Make a note. Are you clear? Compare both the two. Mean life is always greater than the half life. The final one is, we have to find out the value of initial number of atoms. How to find out the initial number of atoms? The formula is, fundamental formula is, initial activity is equal to integration constant, disintegration constant must be multiplied with initial number of atoms. Here this is nothing but initial number of atoms, N naught. Before the activity starts, some amount of atoms will be there, no? That is called N naught. So we know the value of R naught, already it is given, lambda is also already known. Therefore N naught, initial number of atoms, N naught is equal to R naught divided by lambda. R naught is 1 microcurie, 1 microcurie, that is the answer, divided by lambda. What is the value of lambda? Already it is found out, 1.601 into 10 to the power of minus 6. That is the value. We know the value of 1 curie. 1 curie is equal to 3.7 into 10 to the power of 10. 10 to the power of 10 disintegrations per second. So this is the value of 1 curie. Here micro is there. Therefore 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 micro. For micro it is written. For 1 curie, this answer must be substituted. 3.7 into 10 to the power of 10 whole divided by 1.601 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Here this 2 can be cancelled. So finally the answer will be 2.311 into 10 to the power of 10 atoms. So this many number of atoms were initially present before the activity, before radioactivity starts. This is the value of N naught, initial number of atoms. Okay, thank you.